everybody, we're the Solace family, and these are moments from our round the world trip with our two kids. We first started in South America, then made our way back up to North America, flew over to Asia, then flew to Africa, and now we're in Europe.
We started this portion of our journey with a road trip around the Adriatic Sea, starting in Dubrovnik, Croatia, and ending in Rome, Italy. Now we made our way all the way up the coast of Croatia, into Slovenia and Austria, and now are making our way down to Venice so we can crisscross Italy before ending in Rome. If you recall, we had a little bit of a rough start to Italy. Our car got broken into, so we had to spend our first bit of time here dealing with that break-in, getting a new car and new things, but we had one day left in Venice and we were determined to salvage it. So we decided rather than trying to take public transportation over to the island, we were just gonna drive over and park so we could maximize our day there. This car deal has eaten 2 days of our time in Venice. So instead of doing the economical way as we normally would, parking on shore and taking a bus in, we are just gonna drive to Venice and pay probably an extreme price for parking in order to actually be able to see some of Venice, because tomorrow we are leaving. All right, 21 euro for all day is not that bad.
Not bad, not bad.
At this point, our running total is about 80 euro. We are going to pay 20 euro for parking and 20 each for these 24-hour Vaporetto passes. I think that's still the best deal, even though we're only here half the day. Let's see. Well, we're on the water boat. We took the first one that was here, the tube. It's going to the main plaza here in Venice. They probably all do. And apparently Google Maps works out here, I think. It's given me the route. It actually gave me the boat that's up and suggests I get off in 4 stops, so we're gonna do that. We are here on the main island in Venice, and I think this is going to end up being Seneca's favorite place because there are no cars, no scooters, and no bicycles, so he can run freely or hide.
Bad luck, bad day, what should I do?
If you thought that getting our car broken into and having a lot of our things stolen, at least just a lot of Allison's things from her backpack, if you thought that that would bring us down, you are kind of right. But you're also kind of wrong, because we thoroughly enjoyed and took full advantage of our last day in Venice.
What kind is that?
Lemon. I counted 28.
28, wow.
I'm gonna get out of wine glass today. Cheers.
This was any indication of how good it was? Well done. I may have had too much pasta and wine for baby wearing.
We tried to pack it all in one day, and I think we did a really good job at this. We had a gondola ride. We had gelato at least twice. We had pizza. I had squid ink pasta, which I'd never had before, and it turned my teeth black, and it was so delicious. We also went into the most epic of candy stores. We got to witness someone making shoes by hand. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves.
Nighttime is upon us, and Master Seneca is sleeping. Time to go home. It's our last day in Venice, and we are checking out of our Airbnb now, and it's pretty rainy. On to the coast. First stop, we are making a detour in Bologna, which means a toll off the highway. Let's see what the damage is. Salas, what do you got?
11.5 euro.
Ooh.
I'm not barfing, I'm just eating pumpkin cake.
Okay, what does it run us?
1860.
Dang. We have rented cars in a lot of places and had to navigate those, but few have had as swirly of roads as Italy. So many wrong turns possible when you're traveling in an S all the time. After our time in Venice, we headed over to the Spezia area, which was going to serve as our home base for exploring the Italian Riviera. Now, we didn't get to spend a ton of time in the area, but what we did see, it was really so adorable. The boys are gonna go grocery shopping now. Bye, Seneca. Bye, Papa.
Hi. I'm walking.
And we're walking. We're on our way to get groceries this morning. Ooh, strawberries. You want to get oranges? You want to get orange?
We decided we are gonna stay home and give ourselves manicures.
We successfully got some groceries today. Strawberries, bread, pesto, and a few other provisions. This town is so beautiful. It's really kind of like storybook-like.
You got.
Guys, love it.
So I say to the baker, perdono. Oh, first I say buongiorno. Perdono, no, io non parlo italiano. And she said, oh no, she said, no, it's okay. I said, io quiero un pane grande. And she says, oh, you speak great Italian. But those are literally 50% of the words that I know. And then at the end I say, okay, ciao, arrivederci. And Seneca, who is on my back, says, ciao, and everyone laughs and smiles. La Spezia served as our home base for exploring Cinque Terre. Cinque Terre is a string of the most picturesque, centuries-old seaside villages. They are so spectacular that Italy made them into a national park.
The national park is, however, car-free, so La Spezia was a great home base for us because we could leave our car there and take a short train ride over.
So first we took a train over here.
Okay, Seneca, let's go to the choo-choo train station. This way? That way. Okay, we'll go that way. Seneca, Google Maps, Salas. Google Gaga Maps. Are you a baby now?
Beware of pickpockets.
You want to eat?
I'm going to beach.
You want to go to the beach? I want pizza.
I want pizza.
Me too. Let's get pizza. Seneca pretty much asks for pizza every morning. We made it to Monterosse, had a little bite of pizza, and now we're gonna start our walk to the next village. I think it's about 3 kilometers, relatively easy terrain, but through vineyards and citrus orchards, which sounds absolutely divine. We start the walk officially now. You'll notice that we picked up a stowaway. That's right.
To explore Cinque Terre, you can go by train between each of the villages, or you can actually walk on foot between all 5 of them.
Come on, hot lava away from the edge. We told Seneca there's hot lava on this trail so he could keep it moving. Otherwise, this walk is going to take us 8 hours. Okay, Seneca, hot lava. Go, 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 hot lava. I made it 37 minutes of stairs, cliffside, but now I need a break. So Martine's gonna take Seneca, and I'm gonna drink wine.
Okay, Google, what is the alcohol blood limit content in Italy for wearing a baby?
Don't mind if I do. We managed to make it to this beautiful view. Celebration time. Sour ice cream. I wonder if that's lemon. Italy has been wonderful so far.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like we had mentioned before, we had a bit of a rough start, but it has more than made up for it in, well, we could go on for
Every
a while.
moment else.
Every moment after that.
These trains come every 15-20 minutes, so we really haven't had to wait longer than 10 minutes without any planning. There's that pickpocket warning again. Nana. Kinder eggs.
Birra Moretti.
And presenting Manarola. So gorgeous. What do you think?
Buongiorno. That's what I think. Just like
Good day?
Seneca. Yeah, good.
No, Seneca
Good
just
day.
says, ciao.
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 Go fast, Papa. Driving.
It's so pretty here. I don't want to leave, but the sun is starting to set, so I think that means we need to take the train home. Came here, I did a fair amount of research to try to figure out which of the 5 villages we could visit or should visit based on what's been popular and picturesque with folks. Because I figured even taking the train between towns, we probably wouldn't be able to see all 5 of the villages. And that's why we moved from north to south in the way that we did. And I think overall the order worked out and I'm really glad with what we've seen. Maybe next time we come back and they're bigger and we get to see all 5. So like many travelers to Italy before us, we probably would have voted for at least another day or 2 here, but our journey takes us further into the interior to Tuscany. We checked out of our house in La Spezia today and are driving over to the Florence area to a new house to explore more of Italy. Just gassed up, 67 euro. Woo! We're gonna be going nowhere fast. We're gonna be pushing this car.
Okay, so that's 33 liters. So that's less than 10 gallons. 10 gallons would be 38 liters. It's over $7 a gallon. That's what it is. This is the most expensive gas that we've seen in Europe so far.
Cool.
Toll.
Another toll. Just take our money.
My money.
You ain't even got money. We made it to Pisa. Hoping to go check out the Leaning Tower just quick, but it's pretty rainy. You can see the tower right behind the cathedral.
Tower?
you never see the adjacent buildings to the Leaning Tower in any of the photographs. Actually, what I've learned is that the Leaning Tower over here was built as an adjacent bell tower to this cathedral, except about 3 floors up, they discovered it was built on a bed of clay and that it was starting to lean. And then, you know, the rest is history, and it stole all the fame. We are so grateful the clouds parted for a second so we could do this, but now we have to keep driving to Firenze, where we've rented a little country house outside of the city. It's an old farm with lots of room for the kids to run around on, so pretty excited for that.
Tuscany is as beautiful as any of the images that you've ever seen. It's kind of like one of those corners of the world where it doesn't have a bad angle. Whatever way you want to take a picture, it's going to be spectacular. We stayed at a centuries-old farm stable Airbnb that had been renovated, of course, and overlooking the centuries-old monastery as well.
Check out how cute this little place is. Wisteria, check. Where are those babies? And a lovely view of the vineyards. Just right out our window. Our first Airbnb to come with Smudge.
The place was so much fun just to be in it because it had this sprawling garden with wild rosemary and other herbs and spices growing.
We are having a low-key day at the house today so I can get in a solid extra long work day, but it looks like Mr. Salas has something waiting for me in the garden. Oh, well, look at this little straw bunny. Salas on the gram. Look at this food, Salas. This is the lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
What are we eating today?
All plants, even the wine.
My favorite plant.
And we have Prosecco on
Next.
standby.
Second course. And our view. Not to be beat. Seneca, put the cookies down.
I'll have ice cream. You could say, io prendo un gelato.
Io prendo un gelato.
Yes, Tuscany has lots of beautiful countryside, but it also does have a couple of bigger metropolitan areas, one of which is called Siena. And you may have noticed that we have a little Siena of our own. So of course, first order of business as we could was going to visit the city of Siena. Today we are visiting a very special city that has the same name as a very special little girl. Where are we today?
Siena. Except when they spell it here, it's Siena.
And how do you say this town?
Siena.
You're in Siena! Loving all these hills.
I'm walking.
You're walking. Is it hard walking?
It's not hard. It's nice.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, it's fun, boy. Hill time.
Okay, get Papa. For our route today, we are walking to the main cathedral in Siena, and then over to the main square, and then over to the main castle, which is I guess a pretty common route you could take in any or mini Italian cities. So we're doing that, and then if the kids are good and eat all the gelato, we promise we'd take them to a playground that's also kind of in the Center City historical area. So that will be what we do today if all goes according to plan. Like we're not going to be short of food options here. My favorite part of traveling. The question is, how do we pick what to get for dessert? Round 1 dessert. Alrighty, who wants a cookie?
Cookie, one cookie.
I don't know how this keeps happening to us. Our least expensive day in Italy so far. We spent about €10 on parking, a little bit on gelato and pizza, and a lot of free walking. Now it's time to go home because I got a conference call. Another highlight of Tuscany is visiting its capital, Florence, so that's where we headed next. It is such a beautiful day. We're gonna head over to Florence and check that out. So we made it to Florence and we're strolling along the river. And what is our first stop, Siena?
The secret bakery. First, we had to find a house with no windows.
I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I read about it online. It's called the Secret Bakery, and it's not marked. It doesn't have any windows, but if you knock on the right door in the right way, they will hand you baked goods. So I'm willing to go a little bit out of my way to see if that's true, because I think that sounds pretty cool. Way to spice up our bakery routine. If the Secret Bakery actually exists, it's somewhere down this sleepy little street. We're almost there. Let's see. Not twice. You're supposed to find the secret door, knock twice, wait for them to come and give you something. They hand you something hot, fresh, and delicious, usually for about €1. Come on, Seka. Come on. Are you hungry? No secret bakery, so we're gonna have to find an actual bakery. Maybe a pizzeria, something like that. Tons of students on their class field trips, and it's just wild to me to think that they get to see this on their field trip.
right.
Bye, house.
Arrivederci.
We are all checked out of our Tuscany Airbnb, which was really sad because it's cute and the view could not be beat. And now headed to Rome. Oh, this is so pretty. I don't want to leave. What's our toll?
$12.20.
All right, €12.20. After crisscrossing Italy and making our way down, we finally hit the grandest city of them all, Rome. New home. Easter eggs because it's Easter weekend. I guess the Easter Bunny did find us all the way in Italy. Oh.
Chocolate egg cream. Super wings.
Super wings. There and back. Come on, Seneca, come back.
Good morning. We are up and driving to Rome. Managed to snag a parking spot by the Colosseum, so we're gonna check that out. The other trick is that it's Easter weekend and the Pope is due to give a speech or a sermon here shortly. So we're hoping to get maybe in and out before the, I don't want to say chaos and be disrespectful, but there's clearly going to be mass crowds here, so before all of that starts. We made it!
Colosseum. Never thought I would be here, but here we are.
Kind of having a DIY this tour, but still totally worth it to see this.
Yeah, that's like
how many people could fit in the stadium?
50,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they said it was 87,000 back in the day, but modern estimates put it somewhere at 50. So between 50 and 87,000 people used to come here to watch gladiatorial fights.
Why would I pay and fight with crowds when I got Wikipedia behind me? I'm gonna come out and say it. I don't think that we did the city of Rome justice after being on a road trip for over a month, hitting 5 different countries and a dozen cities. So we're just gonna have to come back.
After having driven through so many great Italian cities, Venice, Siena, and Florence,
And now Rome.
and now Rome, one thing became abundantly clear. Italy is in fact a beautiful place to be at, no matter where you go.
Oh, sadly we have to check out of another Airbnb that's kind of become our life lately, checking out of places we've really grown to love and call home. This place was especially awesome because it had a huge gated yard so the kids could just run around like crazy, and 3 stories. So basically they had their run of the place. They had their own little space, which has been a big change from some of the little apartments that we've had in other spots earlier in our European road trip. Which, speaking of, this is the very last day of our European road trip. 4 or 5 weeks on the road, and now we're gonna turn our second car back in because you know our first one got vandalized. We also have to figure out if there are any hidden costs there. I'm assuming we probably have to pay for the window and some other things, but who really knows? All done?
All done.
Bye, house.
Airplane.
You wanna go airplane?
I'm looking forward to the airplane. Fine.
Last tank of gas. Guess how much it cost?
$1.91 in euros per liter.
Half a tank was 47 euro is the punchline. So over $50, over 50 US dollars for half a tank.
Half a tank.
This guy, too much champagne. You like the shuttle? You like the bus? If Seneca could, he would just ride on the bus, the choo-choo train, the ferry all day. No need to go to any of the sites. All right, airplane time, Seneca. You ready for the airplane? We are trying out Ryan Airlines today, which has an okay online rating, but it is cheap, so we're hoping that for a very short flight, it's going to be worth it. This really was such a magical road trip with so many high points. But after driving 3,000 miles, Martine did all the work, I am really looking forward to us giving this car back and having a home base again.
We'll see you in Greece.